Welcome back, nieces and nephews, to Uncle Charles' YouTube channel. Last week, we had this amazing breakout of a down trend line, this pink down trend line here. You can see on the daily chart, this looked like another breakaway gap, and so far, it's still looking bullish. Breakaway gap on Thursday. Friday got a little bit of a higher close, clearing that next Fibonacci level I had. It was a 78.6 fib level at 553.4. We did manage to get a close above on Friday. We will see if there'll be follow through on Monday, tomorrow. And we'll know that there's follow through if SPY can keep price above 553.4 and clear the next resistance level at 555. That was actually Friday's high as well. If we can clear 555, then there is a big chance that we can pop up to 557 and 560. There's also a gap all the way up at 563 with all-time high around 565. This is possible to go hit if, like I said, we stay above 553.4 and we clear 555. Keep in mind, if we go check on the weekly chart, you can see on the weekly chart, so looking like a nice breakout. Okay, it looks a lot stronger on the weekly chart, and weekly chart, it's more macro level. So as of right now, heading into this week, SPY is in breakout mode based on the weekly chart, and you can see more context on the daily chart that SPY is coming off of a breakaway gap. We've had breakaway gaps back on May 2nd. That was a bullish one, and another breakaway gap back on July 23rd. That was a bearish one. Now we got another bullish one, and as long as we stay above 553.4, more upside is possible. All right. As usual, if we're going to get bearish, we need false breakout setups. Okay, breakdown of critical support levels. As of right now, we did clear 553.4 technically speaking, so bulls need to either break that down or gap back below it. Follow through, break down 552, 550, and 548.3. That's a fib level. Below 548.3 would be a nice win for the bears, and put a back test of this down pink trend line. That's around 554, also a fib level, in play. Below 554, I would switch back to being bearish because that's a false breakout setup. Okay, I would switch back to being bearish, and I believe bears would be back in control. All right, so we have the bull case and we have the bear case. It's up to us to trade it unbiasedly. Do not think we're going to get a pullback just because the RSI is overbought. It can get more overbought. We have to combine it with the price action. All right, and like I said, we got to break down those support levels: 553.4, 552, 550, 548.3. Those levels fail. A test of 544 and 542 would definitely be in play. And below 544, bears take back control. All right, triple Q. Since breaking out that down trend line, you guys see how simple and powerful just simple trend lines can be. We broke it out on Tuesday. We treated it like support on Wednesday, and we got more upside from that towards the end of the week. We also ended the week on Thursday and Friday closing above the 50% fib level that I have. Okay, I have fib level starting from July 9th, all-time high, down to August 5th, low. And that gave me the 50% fib level at 473.2-ish. We cleared that. So if bears want to turn things around, that's the first level they need to break down. That will put 470 and 468.8-ish in play. Now that level is a fib level, but it's also, that level is a fib level, yes. But below that's 466, which is also a fib level. But 466 is also based on this uptrend line here. Pretty steepy. So that's what bears need to break down. Break down 473.2. That's a start to cancel last week's breakout. And that will put 470, 468.8, and 466 in play. Below 460, not only do we break back below a fib level, but we break down this trend line. So that would make me bearish, at least all the way down to the mid, around 456 to 458 zone. Below that, I got 440 7-ish, okay, to retest the green trend line if we continue to pull back down, because it does slope down lower and lower. All right, so we have the levels. Please react unbiasedly to whatever the price action shows us. If we stay above 473.2 and we clear 475 and 476.5, that's bullish. All right, 479, 480.5, and 482 would all be in play. Tesla didn't quite break down this white downtrend line that I have here. Okay, we did manage to get a close right around the fib level of 216. That's gonna be the equilibrium level. If above, I'm bullish, and we could possibly go test that white trend line. Okay, 220.5 is a fib level, but the white trend line is around 222. For a bottom to be in and for a breakout to happen, we got to get above 222. If it's pullback time, then first thing it needs to do is get below or stay below 216, and then break down more support levels at 214, 212, and 210. That could send us all the way back down to 28.5, 205, and 203, which are fib levels. NVDA, you guys see the power of the breakaway gap. We had a little gap up last Tuesday, gap up, and it definitely led to more upside based on this down green trend line. Let me change it to blue. This blue down trend line, okay, gap up, and then it continued upwards, and it's looked like it's just a few cents away, a few dollars away from the down pink trend line. Okay, if we're going to test it, 125, well, 124 and 125.5 must clear, and that will put 127 in play. That's the big test at 127 based on that down trend line. If NVDA wants to put in some type of bottom, we need to go in breakout mode and clear that trend line. All right, get above 127. That will put 130 or higher in play. If it's pullback time, we need to break down support levels 123 and 121.6 and 120. Those levels will put more downside in play. 118.5, 117, 114, and so on. Okay, now let's take a look at the flows. This was from last week. 554.2 is for SPY. 36% of activity went for there. The other 33% was 551.9, and 553 was also 31%. Okay, so 554.2 had 1.8 billion in premium. 553 had 1.5 billion, and 551.9 had 1.6 billion. So pretty active. The big money's pretty active in the dog pool, which is a good sign for volatility, in my opinion. Triple Q, 66% of activity, 474.5, and it's 21% at 472.8. Over 1.4 billion for 474.5. So big money's definitely pouring their money into the market right now. They're trying to hide their intentions, because if you use dog pool, they're trying to hide their intentions because it doesn't get reported till 24 hours after they made their move. But I like to look at it to see if they're interested in making big moves or not. And when they do, and when they are, that tells me, hey, volatility. And as a trader, I need volatility. 124.58 for NVDA. Let's take a look at the flows. All right, we'll filter for 100K premiums or above. We'll look at the expiration date for 1 month out, because I want to see what the big money's thinking in the short term. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so SPY is bullish for the short term. We see all these big size ones, mostly calls. We do have a couple of puts. August 19th for tomorrow, 559 strike price. So somebody bought puts for tomorrow, and then the rest are calls for August 28th, August 20th. Pretty 557 strike price. 556. Well, that's a split order. Let me go straight to triple Q here. I mean SPY here. All right. Yeah, it's bullish. It's bullish. Okay. So I noticed, like, some of these calls, they were out the money. I wonder if they took profits already, but they were out the money. This one, yeah, this is a block order. This is a split, so not too aggressive. Yeah, it was a bunch of short-term puts, couple of days out. I like to see the ones that are like a week out, 2 weeks out. So there's some September 20th, okay, 532 strike price. That's a split though, but this one right here, 500 strike price for September 20th. So we got people buying, got some time on this contract, 500 strike price. So for the people that's bearish, thinking they're the only one, you're not the only one. You got some big money players. It appears like they believe the market's gonna drop as well. So this one's September 30th for 554 strike price. Okay, so now we got some calls here. September 13th, September 13th. So these are some out the money ones. 560, 561, 562. So you guys can see here, it's pretty aggressive, the calls. So of course we got some big money players betting to the downside, some big money players betting to the upside, but there's more bigger money, more aggressively because they're sweeps buying calls right now. Okay, so yeah, I'd say yeah, overall calls are getting more money, as that's why the data is showing bullish. Let's see what Triple Q is gonna show us, and it's bullish as well. The quantity of contracts is higher for puts, but more money is going into calls. August 23rd, a bunch of August 23rd calls here, 480 strike price. So see, some of these are out the money calls, guys, out the money. Oh, this is an aggressive one. August 23rd, 461 strike price for puts. This one, another one, some puts above the ask. No, this is just the ask, not above the ask. Regular. Yeah, for 461. I'm sure some put buyers and bear people will love that. But overall, it looked like bigger money's going into calls, guys. Okay. This is a short term, August 19th. I was looking for the September contracts. The big size. This is a block order though. Sweep, okay, September 6th, 462. That's pretty out the money, guys. That's a sweep order, too. Okay. Yeah, seeing some more aggressive puts for August 23rd. What is August 23rd? What's so special about that date? Yeah. I mean, more quantities of puts are being bought, but there are good amount of money coming in for calls, especially towards the end of the day. Look at this. Yeah, they show the time on the left. You see the time, and these people, whoever bought these aggressive calls at the end, they bought it right after the close, 4 o'clock 38 seconds Eastern time, 4 o'clock 52 seconds. They bought it, look, 4:14.31 seconds, right before 4:15 Eastern time. So these came in towards the end of the day after the market closed, and they was betting to the upside aggressively. That's aggressive. Interesting. NVDA overall bullish. It's usually always bullish. I can't remember the last time it was bearish. Yeah, a lot of aggressive call August 23rd. A lot of call for 128 strike price. This is a 111 strike. This is pretty in the money. Even for next month, a 120 strike price. The problem is they're mostly block and split orders. I like to look at the sweep because they're more aggressive, but definitely seeing a lot more calls, even for the sweeps. 125 strike price. This is above the ask. August 23rd. Okay, we'll see what happens today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, and here's Tesla, bullish. We do have some puts coming in though for August 23rd. Above the ask, 215 strike price. They entered around 216, so it wasn't too aggressive. $1 out the money for them. But overall bullish. Okay, 215 strike price above the ask. 215, August 23rd, above the ask. All were sweeps. Alright, you see a lot of big money going into calls, guys. Alright, well, hope you guys found this interesting. And I hope you found value in it. If you guys like day trading, short-term swing trading, you guys love price action, Uncle Charles' Discord is where you want to be. Unbiased price action analysis throughout the day, trade ideas in the morning, and a great community of fellow sheeps. All right, fellow sheeps that's been doing it for years. Okay, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. It's the old saying. So surround yourself with fellow sheeps, people who love the charts. We also do fundamental analysis. We got a guy. But yeah, it's a place to be if you want more content from me. All right, have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.